Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorie, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. Today, I am finally putting a tier list together of the Genshin Impact 5-star demos. I am going to be focusing on the limited 5-star character demos, but before we get into this video, I want to talk about today's sponsor. Big shout out to Opera GX for sponsoring this video today. Opera GX is an amazing gaming web browser that has integrations, customization, and a whole bunch of other things to control how you browse the web, while also taking into account if you're a gamer and customization in general. So before we actually go into the demos, I wanted to show y'all how I have my Opera GX set up and some of the really fun integrations and things you can do with this web browser. So one of my favorite things about this browser is that it's really customizable, which if you're like me, I like to customize literally everything that I do if I can. So if you want to customize your browser, currently I have this like galaxy theme going with like pink, purple accents, and then I have like my bars looking like pinkish. So you can actually go here to the easy setup, which is like literally right there, and then you can check out the different themes. Like I said, I have mine set to rose quartz, but you can also do like vaporwave, which if you are like me and you have a Go XLR, then it actually matches the theme of that really well. But I love rose quartz. Another thing that I really love about this web browser is there is the accessibility sidebar, which has a bunch of integrated social media channels to it. So like if you, once again, are like me and you like live on social media, then everything is literally right there as you're browsing the web. For instance, I'm actually signed into Twitter and Discord here, so I can actually access my Twitter and scroll through my feed and see what everyone is doing, whom I follow, and immediately respond, check my messages, get up to date with what's going on in the streaming world and also in the gaming world without having to actually go to the website. I can just do it right from the accessibility sidebar. Discord is the exact same way. I run my own server and my server's very active, so I am on Discord a lot. So I can actually go to my server here and I can scroll and see what is going on. Someone actually tagged me in the Final Fantasy XIV channel because they're gonna farm some ponies in A Realm Reborn. So I know immediately without having to like change anything. It's all right here while I am browsing the web. So if you're somebody who likes to browse the web and you like to listen to music, you actually have that integrated into your web browser as well. For me, I'm actually a big Spotify user, so I have Spotify turned on here, but you can do Apple Music, you can do YouTube Music. It is so easy to listen to your music from your web browser. And as you can see, I was actually listening to some Chrono Trigger music. I listen to a lot of video game music while I'm browsing. It's just very cozy, and I like to do it while I'm answering YouTube comments or scrolling Twitter, stuff like that. So the last thing that I want to talk about is GX Mobile, which is the mobile version of the web browser that you can obviously have on your phone. If you're interested in Opera GX, I have a link down below where you can immediately download the browser for free and start enjoying it as well. Okay, so this video is highly requested. It's been requested now for quite some time, and I'm finally getting to doing it, which I'm really excited. But also I'm a little bit upset because I really wanted to wait for Ayaka's demo for this, but I don't know. I guess I'll do like a part 2 in the future when we have other characters that come out and I can actually do it again with the newer characters. So I actually have on my phone, I actually put the characters, like the limited 5-star characters on here, and I believe there's 18. Okay, so I have the 18 limited 5-star characters that are currently out with demos. I think it's 18. I hope that it's 18 or else this is going to be a really interesting video. Anyway, I actually have them in order here for their demos. I'm actually going to rewatch the demos, but I already know what the order is for them. But anyway, 18 is going to be like my least favorite. We're going to start there and we're going to work our way up until the number 1, and y'all can see what my number 1 favorite demo is. So without further ado, we're just going to get right into it with number 18. So coming in for number 18, which is the very, very last demo that's on my list, is going to be Alois. So Alois did get a character demo, obviously. She's not my favorite. I didn't really like Horizon Zero Dawn, which is probably a very unpopular opinion. There isn't much to her demo that made me super excited. I thought it was cool. I was excited for the fans of Horizon Zero West. I don't even know. Did I say Horizon Zero Dawn? I have no idea. Horizon Zero Dawn? Horizon Zero West? I played the first game, but I didn't really love it. Obviously, I feel like this demo it's very, like, bare bones. It shows her kit, yes, but it just didn't get me super hype. Didn't get me excited. I also don't really like this game in general. I don't like her game. Aloy as the character is fine, but personally, not a huge fan of this demo. I thought it was really not the greatest. Okay, coming in at number 17 is going to be Venti. So when Venti's demo first came out, it actually did not have an English voiceover. I believe it was like only in Japanese and Chinese. It didn't have an English one until like way later, and then they got Ayaka to do one. I don't know what the reason was, like why there wasn't an English one originally. But, you know, Venti was our first limited 5-star character, so I feel like maybe MiHoYo at the time, HoYoverse, was like testing the waters to see. Obviously, we didn't know that this game was going to blow up the way that it did, but this is his demo, and this is also very bare bones. I feel like it's very generic. It was the first 5-star limited character, so, you know, expecting a ton, it makes sense why it's like this in comparison to some of the newer ones. All right, next up for number 16 is going to be Childe, or Tartaglia, what have you. His character demo, this is really funny that he is this low, is because his demo was actually what made me pull for him. So I did really like his demo, but obviously as more characters came out, more demos came out that were really well done. His didn't become my favorite anymore, but honestly, I do feel like his demo, like this part right here, I remember watching this when he was first announced, and I was like, wait a minute. This was also before I was pulling for every character in the game. I hadn't intended to get every single character in the game, but when I saw his demo, I was like, he's really cool. Also, I think Griffin Burns, he really just made it easy for me. I love Griffin Burns. This part was really nice as well. Made me curious about him as a character. So, next up is Ganyu. So Ganyu's demo is interesting. I feel like it's very chill. It's very cute. It's very fitting for her character. When I watch demos, I want them to get me super hyped up. I'm listening to the music. Her music is really good, don't get me wrong. But I feel like this one's so chill. But I will say Ganyu as a character she's not one of my favorites. I don't really love her playstyle. I don't really like playing archers in general, except for Yomia. But I don't know. I feel like her demo was just like super chill, not like super exciting. It didn't get me super hype. It was cute though, like when Chi-Chi appears here, I believe. Yeah. This part was super cute. The music in this is so good, but I still feel like it just doesn't really hit the mark for me as far as like putting it up in my favorites. It's not there. This part's really cool though. Her little stance here after she does her elemental burst. Love that. But overall, obviously not my favorite. Okay, I have definitely lost count, so I'm just going to stop saying the number because I don't know where we are. I'll keep putting the number on the screen when I edit this. I'm sure I'll figure it out. But as of right now, I don't know if we're on 15 or 14, whatever. Next up is yaymiko. You're going to be mad at me about this, but yaymiko is obviously our most recent limited character. I don't know. This one's just not for me. This part's really great. I love this part. But I feel like after this, it just didn't really super excite me. I like the whole transition here. This transition's really neat. Also, her music's really good. Like, her music is, oh, I love it. Such a gorgeous character, but her demo, once again, going back to like what I said about the previous ones, this one didn't hype me up as much as some of the other demos. It was just, oh, look at her. She's so cool. She's so sassy. She's so pretty. Okay, moving right along, the next character, which might be a surprise for some because this is actually one of my favorite characters in the game, but demo didn't really do it for me. It's gonna be Kokomi. So Kokomi's demo was pretty similar in that it's so pretty to look at, and I love Kokomi as a character because she is literally like a mermaid magical girl. Like, what's not to love about her? She's like everything to me. However, her demo was very, very chill. Also, there was that weird part where she's like, I think she was fighting against a hydro enemy. This is really pretty. This was a really pretty scene. Probably one of my favorites in a demo as far as like the scene goes. But the scene doesn't last very long, to be honest. And I do feel like the vibes of this one obviously matches her character very well, but oh yeah, okay, she's attacking a cryo enemy there. I remember when her demo first came out and people were like, what? Why are they memeing her? Right, looking at my list, the next character, once again, I don't even know the number, is Xiao. So, Xiao's, I feel like, is really great. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed his when I first watched it. There's just a lot of angst. Still not obviously my favorite. We're not there yet, but I do feel like his demo, I think when I first watched it, like when he first came out, there was so much hype around him because I believe he was in the closed beta, and when he finally came out, like it was so hype, and then seeing his demo like is just like, yes, he's finally here, he's finally gonna be playable. Also, Xiao is just a cool character in general. So yeah, like this little montage here, amazing. All right, our next demo is going to be Shanha. I really liked Shanha's, surprisingly. She's not my favorite character in the game, but I loved this. I loved that. I think the reason why I loved it so much is because it had this really cool scene here with Chongyun. You don't really see Chongyun, like you don't see him do anything like that in the game. Like you have his hangout and stuff, but like that was a really cool scene. The fact that Shanha just comes to his rescue too, I think that just made it so much better. So yeah, Shanha's demo had so many amazing things to it, and I feel like there was just a lot of emotion in there because I think at that point too, like I believe her trailer, well yeah, her trailer came out before her demo, so you knew the whole background with her ribbon. Well, I think you did. I think they mentioned in the trailer. I could be wrong, but like you know that her trailer was really emotional, so you know what's kind of going on with her at that point, but she's really strong and she saves Chongyun and she looks really cool and the music is really good. I feel like it's like it was still pretty chill, but I feel like there's a lot of emotion in the music as well to kind of coincide with who she is as a person. So I loved it. I absolutely loved her demo. Okay, next up we have Eula. Now, to no one's surprise, I think that a lot of people know why I really like this one, but multiple reasons. Eula is actually not one of my favorite characters. I actually hardly ever play Eula. Not a huge fan of her in general as far as her playstyle goes, but as a character, I adore her. I loved her character story, loved her demo. Music in this is phenomenal. The dancing is great. I loved the fact that they included the dancing with who she is as a character, and they showcased it so much in this demo. Once again, music is great. I think I already mentioned that, but just in case, just have to like put it in there to say it multiple times. Music is phenomenal in this demo. Also, we have to wait until the very last part, but the last part it made my gay heart happy. Here comes the best part. So yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite interactions in a demo, is seeing her and Amber together, and that little interaction just made me so happy. So such a great demo. I love it with all of my heart. Okay, next up is Kazuha. I have some great things to say about Kazuha's demo. I love this demo so much. I feel like it is so unique. This is probably one of the most unique demos. The music is incredible. Not to mention, he was our first like Inazuma character, so he was our introduction to Inazuma in general. Like, look at this. The art style is phenomenal. Beidou. This entire scene, so unique. I love how they tried to emulate like the old like samurai films. Oh, this part is so cool. You just see Kazuha do all this stuff. It's like, what in the world? Oh, and then having Beidou there was just the cherry on top, to be completely honest. Obviously, we love Beidou, so. Okay, so I was gonna say we're in the top 10, but I think we've actually been in the top 10. I believe that was, Kazuha was 9, so I think we're on 8. So for number 8, we're actually coming to a close here, is Klee. Klee was, I think, our second limited character in Genshin. I think, I want to say she was second. It was either Klee or it was Childe. But this one is amazing. Holy crap. This is such an amazing demo. The thing that I love about this one too is that, like I mentioned with a lot of demos, is that I do feel like it's a great marketing opportunity for Hoyoverse to try and sell the character. But I feel like with Klee, they went like a completely different route with her. And obviously, it wasn't just like, ooh, look at all the cool things this character can do. It's like, look how cute she is. Look how ridiculous she is, because she keeps getting in trouble and getting locked up in, you know, solitary confinement. Look how, like, it was just all about the comedy aspect for Klee. And I love that. I love when the demos obviously are super cool and the characters doing cool stuff. But I also really like it when there is this difference in, like, you know, theme. Like, this part right here is like, I was like, they're really, what? This is so cute. And I really hope that we get another demo like this in the future when it comes to, like, you know, another child character. Like, I just love the entire vibe of this demo. It's just hilarious. All right. I don't know if y'all can probably tell, you know, where this is going as far as the next couple of ones, but in similar fashion to, you know, ridiculousness and Klee, the next one up is actually Itto. So Itto's demo was really, really great for me. I thought this was such a trip. Like, Itto's this character that you didn't really expect him to be this way. And I feel like his demo was so great because, once again, there was like comedy involved and you're really seeing who he is as a character. But, you know, like, I feel like they put it perfectly in like this demo, like just showing who he is. His music wasn't my favorite in this one, but I think that it wasn't the music for me. that really sold him or like put him this high in my list of demos. It was just the like how much of they put in him in this, like as far as, you know, characterization. Like you see this aspect of him where he's like doing all this cool stuff and he's whipping around his big weapon. He's talking about Kujo-Sara, or like they're talking about Kujo-Sara, and you know, and then it's just everywhere, to be honest. Like, it's just really funny, and I think that it's really cool that they didn't go with, oh, he's super, super cool. I mean, obviously he is. He does some cool stuff in this demo, but, like, there's so much, like, comedy in it, too. Also, you know, my shipping heart was also very happy about this part in particular.
Surrender your vision now, Arataki.
Like, I loved this part. Okay, I feel like these next couple of ones are probably, this is where people are probably gonna start getting mad at me the way that I have these, but it's fine, just my personal opinion. The next, I think it's number 6, is Raiden Shogun. I know this one's really popular. I know like everyone loves this one so much, but I put this one here because I really liked it. But it wasn't really up there for me, which is really funny because I remember watching this one quite a bit because it was very hyped. This music in this is phenomenal. But I don't know, it didn't make my top 5. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I loved it. I think what I liked most about it though was the music. Is probably the music, but you know, for me, I like to take into account everything for a demo, like the way that I'm kind of like, you know, placing everything here. I'm trying to take everything into account. The music put it all the way up there for me. This is probably some of the best demo music, like one of the best. But honestly, other than that, I feel like this was a lot of it was just really flashy. It was very, very flashy. And I feel like that's fine because of who she is as a character. And, you know, she is an Archon as well. So this part I really liked too because it, you know, we didn't really know what was going on with her at the time when the demo first came out. So seeing that part right there, I was like, huh. Music is so good. Another thing that put this really high on my list is Ayaka. Once again, Anne is fantastic. I've said that before in the past. I actually have an interview with Anne as well, so if you want to watch me interview Ayaka, I will link the video in the cards. She's the English voice of the Raiden Shogun, and she's such a wonderful person as well. But that's another reason why it's high on my list, is because Anne's great, and she is so talented and has portrayed every aspect of the Raiden Shogun in such a beautiful way. All right, coming in at number 5, because I think we're in our top 5 now, right? Yeah, we're in our top 5. So number 5, it's gonna be Zhongli. Zhongli is this, I feel like I don't really have to say too much. This is probably a lot of people's either in their top 5 or maybe they're number 1. I literally see so many people talking about Zhongli's demo, and you know, it's very warranted. Zhongli is similar to Raiden Shogun in that his demo is very, very flashy, but obviously Rex Incognito, hands down, is one of the best songs in the soundtrack for Genshin. This song is so good. This part here too, like there's so many aspects of this that are just like, oh, like he is such a cool character, and his demo just, Zhongli is so cool. I never get tired of watching this demo, to be completely honest. This definitely had to be in my top 5 because for the music alone, but his is flashy, like Raiden Shogun's, but I do think that you see these different parts of him as well, especially like in the beginning where he's sitting there sipping his tea. And, you know, I really like that. All of his little lines, too, just talking about how he feels and stuff like that. I think that's great as well. All right, we are literally coming to a close here. And next up, for number 4 is Hu Tao. So Hu Tao's demo is, oh, this one is so great. This is hilarious. It has great music. Hu Tao is one of my favorite characters in the game, and for good reason. Her demo was definitely the one where I was like, I'm going to really like her as a character. I think at the time too, when her demo came out, like most of the demos that had come out besides like Klee, I think they were all really, really like cool, flashy. And then we had this one come out and it was just, what is going on? This is hilarious. She is so goofy. Yeah. I adore Hu Tao. She is hands down one of my favorite characters. This part was so cute. Scared. All right, for my number 3 is going to be Albedo. Now, I don't know if a lot of people feel the same way. I feel like a lot of people, I don't know if Albedo is different in the community now. Back when Albedo first came out, a lot of people like slept on him. They didn't like him. They didn't pull for him. I think it was also just a case of bad timing. So when his demo came out, I remember people being like, oh, what is this? But I don't know. Something about his demo just, it makes me so happy. Like the music, oh my God. His demo song is definitely one of my favorites. Like it's so good. Like, hello. Also, seeing his fighting style too, just everything about this. It also probably helps too that Albedo is definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. And his demo, just for me, it's just really cool. Like, and then of course we get Klee. We get his personality as well, and, you know, we see how he fights and stuff, but I think the best part is that you get to see a little bit of his dynamic with Klee. The very much the sibling vibes there. I don't know, like, there's so many, like, different things in this that I feel like is just so unique. Like, they really integrated his whole alchemy thing and, you know, all of the things going on with his character into this demo, but also including like Klee, who is his family, how cool he is here. Like, I don't know. Like, and of course the music is just so good. I loved this. I loved this demo so much. And I like every time I watch it, it makes me so happy. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people probably will disagree with me and probably not put this very high on their list, but I love it. I love so much about it. Okay, we have 2 more left, and yeah, our next one is going to be Yomia. So I feel like most of y'all probably know who my number 1 is, but we're gonna talk about Yomia first. So Yomia, oh, I love this. Obviously, number 2. Music is so freaking good. Yomia is incredibly important to me. Number 1 reason is because if there is a character in Genshin that I relate the most to, it's Yomia. She's literally me as a Genshin character. Pew, pew, pew. Like, she's so... Oh, and then this is like simply just everything. I don't even know if I can articulate myself. Like this, the way they did this, the comic looking thing. she interacted, like, to show how involved she is with Inazuma, just interacting with everybody, with her father. This scene right here, literally everything to me, the change in music, even the... Every time I see this part, it makes me want to cry. Like, it's so special. And it's so goofy.
Beautiful, isn't it? If you like that, you're gonna love this.
Oh. I like how Sayu's here too. Oh my gosh, I love Yoimiya so much. This part.
Although, if you wanted to make yourself more useful, you could try wearing something a little more fun and festive, or pretend to be a ghost to entertain the kids. You know, liven up the atmosphere. I can't just...
Yoimiya, they've already run off.
Huh? Hey! I wasn't done talking!
That is such a mood, honestly. I don't even know how many times that's happened to me where, like, I know that I'm, like, going off on a tangent and people are just, like, not, they're done listening. So, yeah, everything about Yoimiya's demo just makes me happy. It's just full of vibes, and she, as a character, I relate heavily to her. The whole comic-looking thing, the way that they had the scene of her looking at the fireworks, like, oh, perfect. It's just such a perfect demo, and I love it. I love it. And I hope that they continue to make demos like that. I was going to mention too that it reminded me a lot of Klee's demo. So Klee, Hutao, Yoimiya, I just hope that they continue to do demos like that because I feel like their demos were just so well done and like so goofy and it fit their characters so well. But also you see like how cool they are as characters and like little bits of themselves in the demo as well, and also reflecting the music. So Yoimiya was to a T that, like, it had everything in there for her. All right, we have come to our final demo, my number one favorite demo as of right now. Like I said, there might be a part 2 where, you know, I do the other characters that come out in the future, but my number one favorite character demo is Ayaka's. Honestly, I have to just...
Jutsu is your honor embodied. Your will revealed. The wielder's mind must be pure, tranquil.
I have so many things to say about this demo.
Be quick as lightning, cold as ice.
But I want to rewatch it. I can always rewatch this one. I love it so much.
Master your blade and seize victory in a single motion, too perfect to be parried. These were the words of my mother. I have long desired to learn the blade work of another land. If I may, I would like to spar with you. Master of Inazuma Kamisato Art Tachijutsu. Kamisato Ayaka, present. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Okay, I guess I should start talking about it now, but I can literally just sit here. I love it so much. Okay, first of all, Ayaka's demo is incredibly anime. It is incredibly anime. It is beautiful. There are so many aspects to it that just hype me up so much. This part right here is gorgeous. Once again, Hoyo Versta did an amazing job just putting so much of her character in her demo in such a small amount of time. You see how elegant she is, but you also see how important her blade work is and how she talks about her mother, and also having Toma here and how important it is for her to, you know, excel at that. But also you see a little bit of her, I'm excited to meet somebody. I don't usually talk to a lot of people and, you know, I'm nervous about it. You hear her music. Oh God, her music is literally my favorite. It is probably my favorite song in Genshin as far as demos go.
As you wish, my lady.
phenomenal. It has this mix of elegance, but it also has, you know, a little bit of, you know, that beat where it's just like, what is going on here? Why is this so good? Because you wouldn't really expect it from a character like Ayaka, who is so elegant and she's very prim and proper. But you get this beat. When the beat drops for her demo, it's like, oh my God. And it just kind of like amplifies how cool she is as a character and how really, really talented she is with her blade and how that's important to her. And also the beginning here, I just have to go back. This is probably this is like, you know, the first one where I really go back, but you see how it's like animated here and like this really interesting, like how they did like samurai movies. And, you know, like they just add little things like that. And you see, like, yeah, they really, really just emphasize her elegance. But, like, beyond the elegance, she's still a badass. Like, incredibly so. You have this training montage here where she's just slicing the air and showing her blade. And, Ayaka is such a cool character. And, like, when she sheathes her sword, it's just... They show so many scenes of her sheathing her sword. And this part, of course. Love her. Absolutely love her. So pretty. This is, oh, gosh. This is definitely a demo, too, that I could watch over and over and over and over and over again and never get tired of it. The music is just good. She's just so pretty. I could literally listen. I could listen to Ayaka's voice all day. I just love her so much. And I think that they just did a phenomenal job at, once again, that I have to mention it again, but these demos are so well done and they do such a good job at showing us who these characters are in, you know what, like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, by putting emphasis on the music to amplify their characterization, or, you know, the way that it's animated, or, you know, the voice lines, stuff like that. Like, I just think and Ayaka's, I feel, is just perfect. It is perfect to me. 100% perfect. And that is my tier list of sorts of Genshin Impact demos for the limited 5-star character. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's definitely a little different than what I'm used to filming, but I am planning on doing more of these, kind of like talking about like my favorites and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and also feel free to tell me what your favorite demos are in the comments down below. I'd love to hear them. And do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? You know, obviously be kind. I know that a lot of people have very strong opinions about characters in Genshin. Just know that I do love all of these characters in their own special way. The demos, literally, I was just ranking them. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a like and also subscribe to my channel for more Genshin Impact videos. Also, once again, thank you so much to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Once again, if you're interested in trying out this wonderful web browser, which I highly recommend, my link is down below and you can actually download it from my description, or I'm going to pin a comment as well where you can get the link from there. If you want to follow me on social media or join my Discord, all the links are also down below in the description. So you can follow me on Twitter. You can make sure that you follow me on Twitch when I go live, and also join the Discord server so you can stay up to date with what's going on and you can hang out with our wonderful community. Thank you once again for watching this video, and I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. I hope it's great. Thank y'all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!